of Modern Greaser, we are looking at this really sweet Toyota 4Runner. Now a Toyota 4Runner is so cool because a 4Runner has this really... Filming about the 4Runner.
P-Car guy here on the set of Modern Greaser. PSA service announcement for you guys. Don't ever let anyone P-Car you, baby. Yeah, I feel the need for speed.
On this episode of Modern Greaser, we are looking at a 1990 Porsche 911, most commonly referred to as a 964. Now this is a very special car. If you have not heard or seen this car, then get over and check out P-Car Talk. They've got a really sweet podcast and they're also on YouTube. This 911 we're looking at today belongs to Mike Geiser, who hosts the show P-Car Talk with Aaron Johnson, who are both self-claimed Porsche-philes. They talk about everything and anything Porsche. This duo has been traveling the country, nay, world, in order to bring the latest and greatest things happening in the Porsche community. Be sure to check out their podcast and their YouTube channel. Now, one thing about this car is that when it's at some of the different Porsche shows, people are like, does that thing have an LS in it? And if you listen to this thing idle, it sure the heck sounds like an LS when it starts up. It's got a mad rumble to it. Does it or does it not? What I am going to tell you about this Porsche is that it has a transmission that is known as the G50, and it's a 5-speed. That's all you're going to know, because does it have a big Chevy V8 lurking in the back? Would that be blasphemy on a car like this? I sure the heck would think so. Some of you guys might want to LS swap your Porsche, but if you're a real Porsche guy, is that the thing to do? Leave in the comments below what you think the thing is you should do. Should it be LS swapped? Should this car have an LS? Well, let's take a look in the back and see what's in there. Ta-da! As you can see, there is not an LS motor in here, thank goodness. I'm sure a lot of you guys are saying the same thing. This is a German engineered 3.6 liter flat six, and it is not just a stock Porsche engine. That's why people sometimes go, man, that thing sounds so gnarly and so radical. There's a lot done to it. It has RS cams, it's been blueprinted and balanced, totally rebuilt from top to bottom, and it's got forged pistons and a complete exhaust. So if you want a bad motor in your Porsche, that's what you want in there. A little bit of the build breakdown is that this is a 1990 Porsche 911 Carrera 2. The color of this car is Guards Red. The previous owner of this car was former Le Mans driver Dick Barber. He actually owned this thing. If you're not up to speed on your Dick Barber information, Dick Barber ran a Porsche 935 twin turbo that was qualified at over 800 horsepower with a top speed of over 220 miles an hour in the late 70s and early 80s. His team took home multiple wins at the 24 Hours of Le Mans, Daytona, 12 Hours of Sebring, and he raced his car at night in the rain and the fog, and he was super successful. So this guy was an absolute beast. So if this 1990 Porsche 911 was enough for Dick Barber, you know that this car is also an absolute beast. This Porsche 911 is equipped with a Momo Mod 7 steering wheel and has a full black interior with houndstooth inserts. What? You don't know what houndstooth is? Houndstooth is a great pattern. Don't take it from me, take it from Ricky on Trailer Park Boys, who wears a houndstooth pattern button-up on nearly every episode. So what's really cool about this Porsche, it has speedline wheels that are made out of 3 pieces. They're uber rare. This is called the lip, this is the face, and then the barrel. It's 3 pieces bolted together, and that is really awesome. So when I met Mike for the first time, I had to ask him about this aggressive stance. The wheel is tucked way up into the fender, and it looks like it's on air ride, but it's not. It's got an H&R deep coilover setup on it, and it's how you can get this baby sitting so low to the ground. Travels around. He doesn't have any rub, he doesn't have any scrub, and it's unbelievable, and it looks good. All right, I just said you don't have any rub or any scrub, and Chad's like, so.
Yeah, they don't even know that.
Again, the Porsche calipers are maritime blue, and they match the paint on the roll bar on the inside of the car. Believe it or not, the calipers and the roll bar are painted, not powder coated. So what's super cool about this Porsche, it actually has a spoiler that goes up at 50 miles an hour, or you can manually hold the button and that will push the spoiler into position. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm launching a rocket. The power to weight ratio on this 911 is epic. Weighing in at just 2,900 pounds with 300 horsepower to the wheels, this Porsche 911 is ready to rumble! I don't know what that is, so.
911, what's your emergency?
Hello? Is this the police? Hello?
Yes.
The fire
Go ahead.
department? Okay, well, I've got some really big news for you. Have you checked out P-Car Talk yet?
Are they in any trouble, sir?
No. P-Car Talk, they're not in any trouble. It's the exact opposite of that. P-Car Talk is two down-to-earth guys that are car enthusiasts that are talking about Porsches all the time and really cool stuff about Porsches that you may not even know.
Sir, this number is reserved for only emergency purposes.
Yeah. No, it does constitute an emergency in some part because they are a huge growing podcast and they want people to be part of their family. That's why I'm calling you. You gotta join the family, the P-Car family. I just met with P-Car guy. He's a totally cool guy. He can high five really good. And I'm spreading the word.
Sir, you are breaking the law by calling this emergency number for a non-emergency.
Oh, so it's illegal. I'm not...
Yes, sir, this is highly illegal.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Okay, guys out there, don't go calling emergency numbers to tell them that. I thought this would be helpful, but apparently it's against the law, so don't do this. But, hey, I just wanted to inform everybody that P-Car Talk was out there gaining a lot of traction, and you can go learn a lot, so go check them out. And
Wait, don't go. You sound kind of cute. What are you doing for dinner later?
The policia. So if you haven't noticed, I am wearing my P-Car Talk shirt. And the guys over at P-Car Talk didn't give it to me. I bought this with my hard-earned money. You know why? Because I appreciate what they're doing over there. I don't own a Porsche, and neither do you, to have to appreciate all their knowledge on the cool content that they're producing about Porsches. It's really cool stuff. So get over there, check them out. All the links are below. Make sure you click on them. Hey, you know what? You get one of those, like your teacher lets you out of class early and said, go ahead, you can leave early. You get out of this video early. If you want to go click the link right now and get out of the video, I promise you're not going to miss anything else. Go check them out and see what they got to offer over in P-Car Talk land. And be sure to say hi to P-Car guy for me, because I feel like we're bros now. Maybe it was a high five. It was like a front and a back high five. It was pretty fantastic. But I'm sure he would like knuckle bump you too. So get over there and check him out. Hey, what are you still doing here? Aren't you supposed to be over checking out P-Car Talk on their podcast or their YouTube channel? I told you you're not missing anything. I mean, unless you're into watching this, but that's where you're supposed to be. So run along, get on out of here.